go. Dr. Parsons is on the air with us once again. She is awesome. And I want to ask you, because you do seem like a very organized person, are you ready for the holidays? You ready to go?
I'm ready. Everything's not complete, but I'm ready.
You got the presents. Are you doing holiday lights? Like, do you like to go down Christmas tree lane and all that fun stuff?
I like to do that. I've got my tree. There's no lights on it yet, but I have the tree, and my new focus is it's stress-free.
That's
good. You know what? If I get 3 ornaments on, that's 3 more than I would have gotten if I did nothing. So
that is awesome,
I'm not going to put any pressure on myself because it's not healthy.
You know what? Every year, speaking of stress and all that fun stuff, my husband gets so stressed out because he does all these things with the lights, and then we have this huge tree, and I stay up till 2 in the morning getting the whole thing done. But this year, my son wants to do a little bit every night.
Good.
So a little bit every night. My son is 8. The baby keeps on tagging and pulling on the ornaments. But you know what? It seems less stressful this year because we're like, let's just do it for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll do more tomorrow.
Exactly.
So I agree with that, Dr. Parsons. Tell us about your business, where you're from, and I know you're all about, stress-free and brain balance and all that fun stuff.
Yes. So I own the Natural Path Health Center, and the focus of our practice is to really empower people to learn the tools to heal their body, because your body has the power to heal, but sometimes you need a coach or to get out of your own way to allow that process to happen. So you don't need the medications. Sorry, put you out of business. Wouldn't that be awesome if we put you out of business?
Ear infections, strep, UTIs, all that fun stuff.
Exactly.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Well, how do you feel? Okay, now that's a whole other Oprah, medications with things like that, because I'm a drug rep and it kills off certain germs or whatever. Of course, I believe in it. But how do you feel about medications for the brain, such as ADHD, bipolar, able to concentrate, which is almost the same as ADHD, things like that? How do you feel about that? Anxiety.
That's a big one. And that really kicks in this time of year. And then in January, when it's darker, the whole depression kicks in. So we have a cycle to our mental health for a lot of people.
I feel a tinge of depression after the holidays because I get
so
so excited.
You're not eating as much sugar because you're trying to be good. You're sleep deprived. You're probably fighting a cold. And then there's less UV light that we're exposed to. So it's
What's
just
up
the
with
flow.
all the lights and the fun? It's January.
Well, you can choose to still have fun in January.
Yes.
But when it comes to people who have ADHD or anxiety or some of those more brain-based issues, their problem isn't a drug deficiency. There's something out of balance within their body. And for someone,
brain, right?
Exactly. So for someone who is suffering from depression, they don't have a medication Prozac deficiency. We aren't born with medication deficiencies.
Right.
But there's an imbalance. So is it because they're not eating enough? A lot of people don't eat enough of the right foods. They're starving themselves. The body starts to slow down, shut down. Is it that they're not making the right brain waves? If they're making a lot of low alpha, they're going to feel more depressed. Their energy is going to be more down.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Depression could be you starve yourself because you're so depressed and sick over something, or you can eat a lot.
And then you overeat.
Yes, and then you get more depressed because
so it's this
you're overweight.
spiral.
It's a vicious cycle.
But the root cause is what I look at. What is the thing that's driving this? Is it that we need to balance your brain? Is it that we need to get you moving your body? Well, why aren't you moving your body? Well, maybe you have a bad body image. We're approaching the time of year when we give ourselves permission to gain another few pounds. And then we kick ourselves in January and we make false promises to ourselves that we can't live up to.
Oh, yeah, the big weight loss
And then that triggers
January.
the crash and burn end of February, beginning of March, when people get discouraged because they don't know why the one time they make a change it doesn't fix.
Yeah.
Right? So that's very damaging emotionally, especially for women. It's a very tender-hearted thing.
Yes.
Right? Very, very deep, emotional. I understand that because I had my own issues.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of coming in to see me in my office is I kind of give the overview of, okay, what are all the moving pieces that are in balance? What are the things that might be out of balance? And what are things that we can do naturally without medications to change that person's life? When we change how you feel, you behave differently.
True.
You look forward to coming home to the kids instead of thinking, oh my gosh, they're going to drive me nuts. And I'm the grumpy butt mom.
Yes.
No one wants to be like that.
No. No, of course not.
But when we're out of balance and you don't know how to fix it, or you just assume, well, I'm older, I guess this is how it's going to be, that's really sad.
So give us a tip in that example. If a mom is watching and they're at work and they're like, exactly like you just said, I'm going to see my kids, they're going to drive me crazy. Give us an example of what would make someone happier or think differently.
Well, one of the first things I tell all moms is that you have to learn a word. I'm going to help you with this.
Okay.
Because I suspect, I'm seeing some flags that you might have issues with this.
Yeah.
It's a very powerful word that we tend to push away because we don't want to hurt people's feelings.
True.
And it's the word no.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't do carpool 3 days a week. I might be able to do it 1, but I can't do 3. No, we are not going to add on 3 more sports. And unfortunately, the downhill to that is your health.
Yeah.
So now you're not getting enough sleep, which means you can't plan what are you going to eat, what are you going to feed the kids the next day. So then you're doing dashboard dining, drive-through food, which there's not much real anything in most of the drive-ins, drive-throughs. And we're teaching your children that this is how mommies are. They're grumpy, they're tired, they're short. They're not present. You're not present and connected with your kids because you're too exhausted. So with moms, we have to give ourselves permission to do some self-care. It's okay to let the dishes stay in the kitchen and go to bed.
Oh, no.
Or have,
I'm like, no dirty dishes, I can't sleep.
Have your 8-year-old participate more.
You know what?
It's okay. It's okay that they know
should.
they have responsibilities and chores. It's fine.
Yeah.
100 years ago, they would have been doing a lot more than they're doing now.
That's true.
And that generation was
they
a whole
wash the
different
dishes,
can of work.
they scrub the floors.
Many hands make light work.
Yeah.
But we live in a society now where we're used to convenience. We want it to be easy.
Oh, yeah. I wait on him hand
and that's allowed us to put more stuff in our life that really isn't serving us. It's filling up our time with busyness.
Yeah.
And we've lost the connection with people because we're too busy.
Yeah.
And that's really sad. And as a human, we have to feel connected, which means we have to be connected in ourselves.
Yeah.
If we're not connected here, we can't connect here.
That's true.
And then the relationship with your significant other starts to have an effect. Who wants to get frisky when you're exhausted?
Oh,
not going to happen, right?
Yeah, no.
It's the no,
It's
I've got a headache. Don't
right
talk to me.
now.
Don't look at me. No,
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the family unit starts to go down.
Yeah.
So something as simple as being very protective over I'm getting 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
If it means that some other things aren't going to get done, I'm going to have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Because it's affecting my health.
Yeah.
And
That's
as
true.
moms, you guys are the kingpins of the family.
I know.
You go down and all hell breaks loose.
That's true. Oh, God. If I went down, it was only my husband. Mm-hmm. So if someone wants to come and talk to you about these things, where are you located? You know, where's your office building, your phone number, and everything?
We're at First and Herndon.
Okay.
And our phone number is 559-447-1404.
And you have a new patient special.
We have a new patient special. So I get the fact that we're all exhausted. This is a really rough time of year. It's either we're too busy doing all fun kind of stuff, or we're remembering the loss of loved ones, we're depressed, we're alone.
There's a lot.
So to help people empower themselves to start the process of getting their own health, taking ownership of your own health, we're doing a new patient special for the month of December.
Okay.
So for an adult, you come in, you see me, we talk for about 30 minutes. I get an idea of what's going on in your world. We do a brain map, which shows me what kind of brain waves is your brain making, and I'm also able to see metabolic problems. I've seen thyroid issues and things that they may not be aware of. And then we meet together again so I can roll out, here's the plan. Here's the ticket to getting you back on track so you can thrive every day, not just on those rare days you wake up feeling good.
Yes.
You need to thrive every day.
That's true.
So for the month of December,
Sleep
it's $97.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, normally it's $200.
So $97 for someone to come see you at least twice for a consultation, and then they come
Yeah,
back.
and then that includes the brain map.
So tell us more about the brain map. So if someone wants to, sign up with you and do this as a new patient, what is the brain map I think you told us about a month and a half ago.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it last time.
Yes.
So a brain map is a test that measures what types of brain waves your brain is producing.
Okay.
Your brain waves determine how you think, how you feel, how you respond to things,
Yeah.
how you process information, how you remember. It's what makes us human.
Yes.
So if our brain waves are out of balance, then we aren't going to think as quickly or as clearly. We're not going to remember those things that we should be remembering.
Right.
We're not going to feel energized and be creative and free. We start to do this. We start to
Yeah.
live a very closed life. Someone with an ADHD or ADD pattern, that's a very stressful situation for that child, that adult with ADHD. It changes the relationships because, oh, I forgot to pick that up. I'm sorry, honey. I know you told me last night, but I don't, because I'm all over the place, I don't remember.
Yes.
And then that spouse is like having to remind, I can't stand having to remind you all the time. Why can't you,
Yes.
so a lot of that is brain-based. So the map measures what you're producing, alpha, beta, theta, delta.
Cool.
And then because of my nutritional background, I'm also able to see, is there metabolic issues? If you're not making enough of something, is that putting you in adrenal fatigue pattern, which is common in moms, also common
What's
in
it called
business
again?
owners, adrenal fatigue.
Okay.
You've just worn yourself out. You're running on fumes, so then you're reaching for the energy drinks. I need the cup of coffee. Don't talk to me. That's not a
Sounds
good
familiar.
sign. That's not a good sign because that means you're crashing.
It's true, and I don't want to crash. Well, what I
No.
do is I have coffee. I have coffee in the morning and this in the afternoon, like a little bit of caffeine and vitamins. I hope that's okay, but I don't know. Whatever you're describing is me to the T. However, I have a great memory. I have a memory like an elephant, but my husband doesn't. So what you're describing is our life. So it is a holiday season. If you're, I bet everyone that's watching right now is living the life that Dr. Parsons is describing. So tell us again about the special, your phone number, and all that fun stuff, and anything that we're forgetting before we wrap up everything.
So the special runs through December 31st. So if you
Okay.
call even December 31st at 11:59, we will honor that.
Ooh,
All right, but I don't want you to wait. Let's step it up.
no, exactly.
And the office number is 559-447-1404. We're at First and Herndon.
across the street from Wasabi.
That's right.
In the
So it's
baking area?
easy to find us.
Yeah, very
And-
easy. You guys are at a great central location.
Yeah.
Clovis, Fresno, you're right in the middle.
And we see people from all over the valley. We even see people from out of state coming in to work with us.
Cool. Even like the different towns surrounding Fresno. So you are awesome. Go see Dr. Parsons.
Yeah, thrive.
Get your- thrive.
You wanna thrive.
Get your brain map. Let's stop these energy drinks and
Make your own energy.
Right, exactly. And stop live a non-stress life if you can. And Dr. Parsons is here to help us at the Natural Path Health Center. Thank you so much. I might be one of her patients soon.
You should be. Just saying.